Approved Home Pros, connecting you to today's trends, easy upgrades, and the tips, advice, and answers you need for your home, featuring trusted local experts and San Diego's best home pros, guaranteed. Now, Approved Home Pros.
Welcome to Approved Home Pros. I'm co-founder Sean Johnson.
And I'm your resident expert, Greg Cantor.
Hey, Greg, we've got a great show on tap today, chock full of different home improvement tips and various areas for home maintenance, some great things people are going to learn today. But before we get there, I want to talk to you a little bit about your role as resident expert and what that means.
Well, what that means is I'm the person that you go to, right, to vet potential pros and also help educate consumers on the process of hiring either a remodeling project pro or for home maintenance, those kind of things.
Really anything within the Approved Home Pro network, you're the go-to first resource, and you've helped create the systems and design the way we do things, really. And it started, you were my friend in the business, and now you're kind of San Diego's friend in the home improvement business.
Well, I have to have strong shoulders, but I really enjoy that, being part of making helping people make decisions and being a source for referrals.
And you do a great job with that. And a big part of that is what makes this a safe, easy resource for people for home improvement. What do we have on tap today? What are some of the things we're going to cover?
Well, today we're going to talk about sealing garage cracks, mini split heating and AC systems, and installing pet doors.
Pet doors are a great topic. People love that. But first, let's head over to Thompson Building Materials in our time machine and wind back the clock to last year's holiday season and show the community impact that designers and contractors can have when they come together for the annual Tree of Dreams event.
The holidays may be over, but the feel-good spirit doesn't have to be. I'm here at Thompson Building Materials with Derek Pritchett, the general manager, where they just wrapped up in December their Tree of Dreams event, which is an annual event that donates to Rady Children's Hospital, which is so fantastic. I want to report on all of the goodies that you guys put out there and then how much money you donated to Rady, because it feels so good.
Well, we don't have our final numbers in just yet, but this is our 6th annual Tree of Dreams event, and it's a charity fundraiser for Rady Children's Hospital, where we have designers come in and decorate these beautiful Christmas trees. And
to the nines. We are talking
over the top.
Fabulous Christmas trees.
Over the top for sure. And then they're auctioned off at a live auction during the party, and the highest bidder takes home a tree. This year we had the highest trees donation was brought in $7,000.
Wow, for one tree.
For one tree.
That is such generosity.
Collectively, we're right around $42,000 in our 6th annual event, and total for the 6 years is just under $200,000.
Over 6 years, you're participating, giving back to Rady's every year, and that's over almost $200,000, you're saying. So much money. Why is that a cause near and dear to Thompson?
Well, it's just something that we kind of started the first year. We opened up the showroom and wanted to do something to give back to the community and have it related to kids. And it was right around the holiday time, and we just thought it'd be a neat venue to work with the design community as well as our customer base and bring everybody together.
It's a great way to bring people together, celebrate the holidays, but that's kind of the vibe we have here at Thompson all year long. You're so helpful. Everyone's interested in being involved in the community. There's all kinds of community events with your designers throughout the year as you guys continue that spirit, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And we have other events that we get involved in from the designers that participate in our event, and it's just it's all year long.
So you don't have to wait necessarily until December when we have the next Tree of Dreams event. You can always come down to Thompson and check out what's going on. But of course, when you come, you want to check out the showroom and see all of the beautiful inspiration here for whatever home projects you might be working on. Thompson's worth coming to every single day of the year.
Every single day of the year. It's beautiful in San Diego. There's no seasons, there's no winter. So come on down, 365 days a year, it's summer.
It's summer. I love that. It really is, even though we're here in January. There is incredible inspiration at Thompson for your next remodel all year long, so come visit them at 6618 Federal Boulevard, just 5 miles outside of downtown.
Okay, well, our quick tip of the day is our Rockler bench cookies. This is a great product. If you ever work with something you don't want your project to get scratched up on the top of your woodworking bench, or if you're working on a floor, put your bench cookies underneath this. Push it, and it's not going anywhere. This works great for cutting boards in your kitchen. It also works if you have a laptop or something you don't want to move around on a really smooth surface.
It's time to Ask an Expert, where we answer everyday questions to help you better understand your home and the home improvement industry. Today, as normal, I'm with Greg Cantor, a resident expert from Murray Lampert Design Build Remodel, and a special treat, Bob Briley from We Care Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Solar.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, glad to have you on. So today, gentlemen, we're talking about the milestones that a homeowner is going to experience and see as they go through a remodeling process or any kind of a major home improvement. To me, I'm thinking it starts with the dream and the decision to move ahead. Is that where really the process starts?
I totally agree. I mean, the initial consultation that's had with the clients to listen to what their goals and dreams are.
Yeah, I think people really have to understand what they want to do, and then before they even get to that consultation, it's about the selection process of the right company, correct?
Right, they either have to decide if they're going to go independent contractors or get a general to come in and to overlook everything.
Yeah, if they're going independent, they end up playing their own general contractor. That's a whole nother...
lot more headaches that way, I think.
Whole other ball of wax. We discuss that separately. So once they've selected the right company, which of course they should use Approved Home Pros to do, then it's about discovery. And talk to me about what that means, discovery phase.
For us, we have another meeting on site with our trade partners, and we look at the foundation, the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, anything that needs to be addressed up front to minimize any surprises later on.
How much of that is also involved with finding out what their dreams are, what their decision was to move forward, and to getting what the homeowner is really looking for?
Oh, it's huge, because the homeowners could have an idea of what they want, but mechanical-wise, it might not fit into their plans. I mean, there's reasons why they want a certain arch, but yet you can't get anything through that to continue with the house. So you have to really address it up front, because you really don't want to address it on the backside. By then, it could be too late.
Well, especially with plumbing and mechanical, the framer is involved with that meeting together with the HVAC contractor. That way you can troubleshoot those kind of problems.
So a lot of it's feasibility, seeing what is possible and what's not possible. So after that's gone through, the design process really comes next, and making sure that the design is correct.
Right.
After that design has been approved, what's the first construction thing that happens? Is that where we go back to demolition?
You have to get your construction documents submitted and approved through the city, then you start construction.
And demolition, does that generally come first?
After you go through plan check and get all basically the stamp of approval from the city that you're going to be doing that, then yes, then you would start planning your demolition side of it.
Okay. After demolition, what's the next major thing? We have to move fairly quickly.
Underground and foundation.
So the foundation comes next?
Yes.
And then to me, when I'm looking at any kind of a building, from foundation to framing is a huge change.
Yes, and that's where people start to get excited, because they can see the space and it starts to come to life. Then
after that, you've got the drywall, and then the finished carpeting and those other things, and it's a lot of milestones. Actually, we'll have more of them listed online when we get to on ApprovedHomePros.com. So if you have questions or want to see more about this topic or any of the others, go to ApprovedHomePros.com in our Ask an Expert section.
When you're looking for a plumber, it's important to know that there's a lot of variation in quality, customer service, and ethics out there. So Mike Lee is here to talk about how he transformed Mr. Reuter into the plumber you need here in San Diego. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
This is a really exciting story, because years ago, Mr. Reuter didn't have the best reputation, and then you came in about 7 years ago. Tell me what happened.
So we came in 2012 and took over the existing franchise. And since we came in, everything wasn't up to our standards, so we decided it was time to upgrade everything in the company, from equipment to vehicles to personnel, you name it.
Why was that so important?
Well, for myself and for my wife, we have extremely high standards, and we want to make sure that all of our customers get taken care of in the proper manner.
I think that's really important, because if the truck isn't working, you can't go to the customers to take care of the job.
Correct. You have to have working vehicles, you have to have proper equipment, and you have to have obviously plumbers that know what they're doing.
Absolutely. So the staff is equally as important. And then just knowing that you have someone who can go to the job site and get it completed, because most people who make a plumbing call, it's some kind of emergency. There's not a lot of planning ahead when it comes to plumbing, so they're not scheduling appointments really far in advance, right?
Correct.
So you have to be prepared when you get to the job site and see what's going on and have all the tools ready.
Correct. You have to have everything to take care of every single job every day.
Every single day.
Yeah, there's no... You can't not be prepared.
Absolutely. So it's great to know that Mr. Reuter has really flipped around. The reputation is great these days. We're so excited to have you in our Approved Home Pros network. What are we going to find today at Mr. Reuter?
So today, when you call our company, you're always going to get be answered by a live person, no matter what time of day it is. Our staff is available 24/7. 7 days a week, so no matter what time you need any help, we're here for any of your needs.
That's amazing. And then of course we're using that upgraded fleet of trucks. We've got the full set of equipment. Mr. Reuter is more than just drains as well, so we shouldn't be fooled by the name. What type of services are available?
So we do everything from water heaters to showers to gas lines to you name it. We do everything in the plumbing industry for residential and commercial service and repair.
Thank you so much, Mike. Next time you are searching for a plumber near me, look no further than Mr. Reuter. Give them a call today at 858-264-2969, or you can find them on approvedhomepros.com/Mr. Reuter.
Only Approved Home Pros gives you the expert advantage you need when navigating the world of home improvement. Our network is a team of the most trusted and highly respected local home improvement experts. Expert reviews, advice, and answers have given thousands of homeowners like you the confidence that comes from having a team of professionals behind you. Like a friend in the business, we're here to protect your home and family by making it easy to find and connect with San Diego's best pros at ApprovedHomePros.com.
If your wood floor is losing its sheen, it might be time to refinish. So I've come to a job site today with Tad Hall from New Millennium Floors, where we're just learning the process of what goes into it and figuring out how often people need to be refinishing their floors. So let's start with that, the signs that it might be time. If I'm losing sheen, what else might there be?
Well, a floor gets damaged by the polyurethane getting walked off. So in the traffic areas where people are walking in the front door, down the hallways, into the kitchen, we all spend lots of time in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It'll start to get worn out there first.
So you want to compare that to an area, let's say, under the couch and see what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, that'll show you what it looked like when you first got it done. So once you see the finish and the sheen starting to get dull in those areas, that's usually a good time to come in and do the same process that we do once we've already sanded and put a first coat on a floor. We buff the floor before the second coat and put a coat of finish on it, and then do the same thing before the last coat. So when a floor is worn out, if it's not too far gone, we can just come in and buff the floor, put a couple coats of finish on it, make it look like brand new again.
Wow. So let's talk about how we would know if it's too far gone. How many times maybe could a wood floor be refinished before it's too late?
Depending on the thickness of the floor, 3/4 inch floor, which is real common in a lot of homes, especially like Mission Hills and those areas, they would be 3/4 inches thick. You could easily get 6 or 7 sandings out of that.
Wow.
Over its lifetime. A lot of homes like in North Park area, Point Loma, they might be 1/2 inch thick. You can easily get 4 or 5 sandings out of that over its lifetime.
Wow. So really that's, my lifetime as a homeowner even, because each sanding could maybe last me 7 to 10 years?
Yeah, really the main thing is taking care of it when you see it starting to get dull. If you keep that layer of protection like polyurethane built up, you're not going to get the dirt packed into the wood to where it actually starts to change color. And once you get to that point where the dirt's getting packed into the soft grain and it's changing color, then it's time to sand and finish the floor again.
So taking care of your wood floors can help them look good all year long for many, many years to come. If your wood floors need refinishing, find New Millennium Floors on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Perhaps the most exciting parts of remodeling is working with the interior designer to finalize your dream space. Today, Greg Cantor, resident expert and president of Murray Lampert Design Build Remodel, is here to talk about that interior design process. So Greg, what is the key or the most important part of the interior design at Murray Lampert?
It's the interior design package, which we call our Bible. This has everything in it to execute the project in the field.
So that, when you say package, this is it one for every job? Does every customer have one of these?
Yes, this is unique to every job, and approximately 80 to 100 hours go into creating this package. And those hours include face-to-face meetings with the client, going to showrooms, sourcing, selecting, approving every single aspect of the project.
So talking about those aspects, what's actually in this? What are some of the sections or some of the things that are in that?
Tile elevations, cabinet elevations, colors, paint colors, flooring, appliances, the cut sheets that have all the diagrams for that, and plumbing, so that when the plumber roughs in his valves, he knows how much clearance there needs to be.
So, and does the homeowner get a chance to work with this, or is this just strictly on your side?
Well, at the end, the homeowner gets this because it has all the information they need in case they need to repaint and they need to know the paint color. But in the field, our project manager and our trade partners all refer to this manual to execute the project.
And it's really all the choices the consumer has made up to that point about which tile, which fixtures. That's all listed here so that there's no surprise and no mistakes, right?
And what's really unique about the way we handle it is everything's transparent. It has pricing in there, it has quantities, everything is called out. We don't hide anything from our clients.
Is this something that all remodelers do, or is it done differently with Marine
Well,
Lamprecht?
to a degree, all design build companies do the design package themselves, but I really feel ours is very unique in the way we handle it because it's much more inclusive with our clients and open.
So the clients are more involved in that process. It's not dictated to them. Here's your options. It's really a collaborative process.
And that's what we love, is working together, because at the end of the day, it's their home and it should be done to their style.
Do you find that this helps put people at ease, that the homeowner at ease, knowing what's really going to be happening with their project?
It really does, because they get to see what it's going to look like with the renderings, and they know that their selections are covered, the budgets are covered, so there's not going to be overruns.
Just another way you guys do such a great job. When you're ready to remodel, you can get a hold of Murray Lampert Design Build Remodel at ApprovedHomePros.com. Again, that's ApprovedHomePros.com. Get a hold of them today.
Are you living with cracks in your concrete garage floor? You don't have to. I'm on the job today with Paul Frankel from Perkins Custom Coatings, where you've actually developed a better way to seal these. People don't have to live with these cracks. You can make them completely disappear, which is really proprietary and unique to Perkins. How did you develop this process?
Well, we've been installing garage floors for over 12 years now, and over that period of time, we developed a process that we call structural crack repair. But basically, it takes a slab from, this particular home was built in the 60s, but very typical construction for San Diego for that era.
Yeah, these homes are everywhere.
These homes are everywhere, and there was some very large cracks in the concrete. And we used this process where we basically de-stress the crack and then reinforce where the crack is to keep it from moving any further, and give the concrete an alternate place to move, so that we can actually put down a garage floor coating on top of the repairs that we've made and guarantee with the homeowner that the cracks will not return, and that's completely unique to this market.
Absolutely, because your competitors out there are doing things very differently and they're not able to offer that guarantee. What's really commonplace that homeowners might have been told by another company about fixing these cracks?
Well, the alternative method that instead of what we do is called cosmetic repair, and basically there's some crack repair material that's applied to the crack. It sets up in 30 minutes or so, and grind it flush, and the crack visually disappears, but functionally and structurally the crack is still very active. And that's a potential ticking time bomb for a homeowner, because at some point what they don't want to have happen is for their brand new beautiful garage floor to develop that crack again where it was. And that repair is not a permanent repair. It's what we call a cosmetic repair.
Which means it's going to come back. So with these structural repairs that Perkins can offer, these homeowners are going to be happy with the end results, and they're not going to have to worry about cracks anymore.
It's a very, very tried and proven process for us. We've done it over 1,000 times. I'm very confident in it. It works, and we're very happy doing it, and we're very good at it.
And you stand behind it. Thanks so much, Paul. If you have cracks in your concrete, you do not have to live with them. Let Perkins Custom Coatings come out, take a look at your cracks, give you a consultation, and get you a beautiful garage floor coating today.
This is Safe at Home, some insights into home security to keep you and your family safe while you're at home. When you're considering having an alarm system put in your home, like any other major investment, there are some questions that everybody has, such as, do you have to sign a long-term contract? Absolutely not. Most alarm companies do not require anything longer than a one-year agreement. Is there any damage going to be done to your home? And again, no. Alarm systems are put in by professional installers who do this every day, and there's absolutely no damage to your ceilings, drywall, whatever. It's like the system, frankly, just came with the home. And the other thing is ease of use. Some people are afraid of younger or older people not being able to use the alarm. And again, nothing could be further from the truth. Alarm systems have built themselves to be easy and very simple to operate. And if you have questions on this or any other topic, please let me know at 619-797-6603, and please be safe at home.
Don't trust your home improvement decisions to unverified consumer reviews on other sites. Approved Home Pros offers you free and easy access to expert reviews of San Diego's best home improvement professionals. Our in-depth screening, research, and reviews are conducted by experienced and trusted experts who are members of the local community with knowledge of local codes and common issues. Find San Diego pros and expert tips, advice, and answers on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Are you struggling to control the temperature in your home, but think traditional HVAC isn't an option? Bob Bradley from We Care Plumbing, Heating, and Air is here to talk about mini splits today. This is one of my favorite topics because I have them in my home.
Right.
It's one of my just favorite home improvements. It's made my life so much better. Please tell everyone what a mini split is.
Mini split is a ductless system. You have a head unit that's either mounted on the wall or actually in your ceiling, and then the condenser is outside. There's no ducts going out throughout your house for it.
Which is why it's so great for homes that can't have traditional ducting. It's such a great solution.
Correct.
This is not a revolutionary idea. They've been doing this in Europe for so long.
Yeah, we were kind of behind the times of it, and we're finally starting to embrace it. What's nice about it is there's no carbon footprint because it's a heat pump, so it's all electric. It can be, you can set it up for each part of your house can actually have a head unit, so you can actually zone your house per system.
Which is probably what I use the most because the way my house is set up. It's very divided into the front and the back room, and I'm able to control just the bedroom if I want. And that's really probably the biggest feature of it is you can zone one room at a time. You don't have to waste your energy costs cooling and heating the entire home, which you have a lot less control over with the traditional zone systems in HVAC with ducting, right?
Right, when you have a normal ducting system in a house, you're gonna get some cooler rooms, some hotter rooms, unless you have it zoned for that system the way it's set up with thermostats throughout your house. This way you actually have basically a thermostat / unit in each room.
So tell me a little bit more. You said it's like a zero carbon footprint because it's all electric. Tell me more about that.
Which means they're basically 100% efficiency in heat mode because there is no byproduct. What you pay for is what you're getting out of it. So for every dollar you spend in electrical, you're getting that dollar out in the heat.
And that's conversely, I know we've spoken at length about traditional systems and the variable speeds so that you can maximize your efficiency.
Correct.
These mini split units are just always working at maximum efficiency. Is that what I understand?
Well, they're variable speeds, so they're not always running at 100%, max capacity either, because they're going to variable down whatever with your demand.
But you're going to get whatever you're paying to use is what you're actually
Exactly.
using. There's no waste is the
No, there is
important
no
part.
byproduct waste.
What about other applications for this? It's not, I live in an older home that I couldn't do traditional ducting, which is why it was a solution for me.
Right.
What are some other great applications?
Well, if you don't have any source of gas or propane, that's a great way to doing it. We've actually done some systems out in Palm Springs where we put them in their garage to keep their garage climate control because they have their cars and stuff and they want to keep the humidity in their house.
So not only does it control air temperature, heat and cold, it can affect the humidity, which is great for those, dry, the heat that you get that's so dry and you want to be able to keep your skin feeling moist and normal.
Yes, exactly.
So you can live comfortably and take advantage of these mini splits. Thanks so much, Bob. Call We Care today at 619-333-8646, or you can find them on ApprovedHomePros.com/WeCare.
Hi, this is Bill Cohn from Mr. Handyman with your project of the week. Today we're going to talk about pet doors. What I have here is a dog door that goes into a security screen door, but this is a very popular upgrade for your home, allows your pet to have freedom of movement inside and outside the home. There's a whole lot of different options for how to install these, where they go. You can put them inside a door. You can put them through the side of your home. Some of the installations are a little bit more complicated than others. Some of them, they give you a template and you can just cut a hole in your door with that template and then just screw this in. Others, if you're going through the side of the home, is probably more of a job for a professional. And if you'd like to do that, Mr. Handyman would be happy to help you do that.
We all know that sun can damage your furniture, your paint, and your floors, but did you also know that it's the biggest source of damage for your roof? Today I'm here to learn more with Wayne Sorensen from Topline Roofing. Thanks so much for being here.
Sure, glad to be here.
This is really probably a pressing topic in San Diego with how much sun that we get. Why is the sun so damaging to our roof?
Well, a dirty little secret people don't understand is, though the damage from the sun manifests in the wintertime, it actually happens in the summertime because the UV is destroying any organic material.
So it's
you've
the
got
UV.
Shingles, yeah, if you've got shingles, you've got asphalt underlayment, any of that being exposed to the sun is going to be destroyed during the summertime.
And then
it won't manifest till wintertime.
That's the catch. You aren't going to see it until we get some rain,
Yeah.
and then you find out you have a leak.
Right, and then you got bigger problems.
So what do we do about it?
Well, what you want to do is have it analyzed during that time, during the summertime. Make sure that those issues are being addressed and dealt with before the winter comes, before you have serious problems.
So how often do you recommend people have that roof inspection?
Well, we recommend every 4 or 5 years have your roof looked at, unless there's a reason to do it sooner than that. But usually every 4 or 5 years is a good time to keep in mind.
Great. So if you out there haven't had a roof inspection in 4 to 5 years, we've had a lot of sun here in San Diego. You might not be seeing any problems, but it's time to have it inspected to make sure you're not in store for problems in the future.
Absolutely.
Catching them early is a great way to save money, right, Wayne?
Yep, absolutely.
So the sun can be damaging to our roof, but it also heats up the house. Is ventilation part of this as well?
Well, we always recommend that you've got to look at your ventilation. So many houses in San Diego are ventilated poorly. And the idea of ventilation is that basically everything is about energy efficiency. And if your attic is cooler, your house is going to be cooler. So the way you keep your attic cooler is keep the air moving. So if you get properly ventilated attic, you're going to keep your house cooler. And then also what a lot of people miss is that wintertime, you want ventilation because likewise is going to keep your house warmer simply because you're getting the air moving in your attic to dry out the moisture.
So very quickly, if we don't have ventilation or we're not sure, can we call Topline, have you come out, and is it possible to add ventilation if we don't have it?
Yeah, the nice thing about ventilation, it can be retroed. An existing roof, poorly ventilated, you can come in and design a better system and install it almost to any roof.
Thank you so much, Wayne. You want to call Topline Roofing today, whether you need to add ventilation or have your roof inspected. Call them today at 858-905-5903 or find them on ApprovedHomePros.com.
One of the biggest concerns homeowners have when hiring a contractor to perform home improvements is change orders. A change order is any change or upgrade to materials or work on the project after the initial contract. For some companies, change orders are a huge profit center. They're not afraid to ask homeowners for extra money, holding them hostage even when it's without justification or their own mistake. And some contractors charge double the cost for change orders. In most cases, these overruns can be avoided if the contractor does their due diligence up front so that the scope of work is clearly defined at the beginning. Occasionally, there can be discovery items that can't be anticipated until after demolition or upgrades by your own choice, which also lead to change orders. My advice is to discuss with your contractor and make sure you are comfortable with how discovery items and added work will be handled in the field before signing a contract.
Be safe, be sure, be confident about the home improvement companies you work with the Approved Home Pros Guarantee. Only Approved Home Pros guarantees you will be satisfied with your home improvement, repair, or service, or we'll step in to help make it right. If you need help, our team of experts is behind you every step of the way when you use a pro in the Approved Home Pros network. Move forward with confidence knowing you're never in this alone. Find a pro today at ApprovedHomePros.com. It's guaranteed.
Great show today, Greg. I really love the Murray Lampert segment.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that and showing people what the design process is like.
Bringing people behind the scenes a little bit. Yeah, your team is wonderful as well. Also, Mr. Reuter was great. Ask an Expert, really top-notch show today.
Yes, it was.
It really was. Don't forget, you can find all the pros you saw here today and many more expertly screened, vetted, and guaranteed pros at ApprovedHomePros.com. It's always free to use, and we never make you provide your personal information and never sell your data to outside companies. We put the homeowner first at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Thank you for joining the Approved Home Pro Show. To connect with the show or find the very best home improvement companies in San Diego, log on to ApprovedHomePros.com or call 855-840-APRO. See you soon.